What's going on, everybody? Going Youper here. Side crinkling of the shed. Another awesome, perfect shed here from this beautiful, sweet girl right here that's may or may not have been her pre-lay shed. Again, not having the snakes at home anymore sucks. And we're working on something to change that. That will be for future videos, but big changes might happen in the next year and a half, year or so. Be watching, because it's going to be big, and yeah, it's going to be big. So anyway, beautiful black Peter Blast here. I'm hoping that was her pre-lay shed. Could possibly a missed ovulation. It's not easy sometimes, you know, if you're not there with your snakes every single second of every day, like when you are at home, you can miss things. But big girl anyway, always hard to tell, but she has been sitting on her hot side until I came in here and took her shed. And she's also acting very strange. Her head's all up right there like that, almost like a feeding response. And this girl never gives me a feeding response, knowing you're female. So this tells me right now that that could possibly have been a pre-lay shed, because she's already feeling the changes and she's looking like she's already in a protective mode. Now I could be wrong, could be misreading this. This is stuff, mental notes that I'm going to be thinking about later on as I deal with her and take her first clutch from her. So pretty awesome. All right, Spice, sweetheart. It's the nicest snake I have in the group too. To see her act like that tells me there's a good chance. Now I got another big girl up here, and the Black Peter Blast was actually bred to the Killer Pied early on to make some hats, because I didn't have a whole lot of pied stuff or het pied stuff in my collection. And then I put her to the Banana Enchi. So I'm actually hoping the Banana Enchi is the one that takes over on that and get some really neat stuff out of there. Before I go any further, can you please hit that like button, because it does make me smile. And it does help my channel. Matter of fact, it helps everybody's channel. So no matter how big or how small your channel are, every time you get a like button hit, it does put you up on a notch a little bit and get you out there a little bit further. And the further out you go, it doubles and it doubles and it doubles and it doubles from there. So thank you so much for all the people that do take the second to hit that like button. It's a really nice thing to do, and it does, again, make me smile. Thank you. So we're going to move up here real quick to this cinnamon girl, and as I do that, I'm going to thank all. Oh, we got some more shed and poop. Yeah, more shed and poop. Nice. Now this girl too, I'm pretty sure she was going into a pre-lay shed. And the thing is that I've been hooking her up with my mahogany het pied, and I've never seen them lock at all. And I did put my cinnamon orange dream in there with her a long time ago, and I did see a lock from them. So didn't see nothing after a long time. And after like 4 or 5 times I put this mahogany male in with her and didn't see anything. Doesn't mean anything didn't happen. All of a sudden she started going through some changes. So we will find out what that's all about here in the near future. Super stoked about that. What a pretty girl. I can see a little bit of cell separation in her. She's already a little fatty as it is. But we got a lot of poop in there. So we will see if she goes off of food. If she goes off of food here, then I'm going to be pretty sure I know what's up with her. Again, first time female for me. So I had to kind of keep mental notes on what's going on with them. That live I did last week was awesome, and it was awesome because of you all, not because of me. I promise you that. That was with just a little bit of thinking, just a maybe total of 15 minutes worth of thought and put stuff together to do that little bit of a game show. And what I learned from that was it wasn't perfect. It wasn't awesome. I wouldn't have watched that myself and said, you know what, I'm going to tune in every week to see that. But it was enough for me to say, hey, if I see that step up, if I see him put a little bit more time in there, this could be something cool. And that's how I look at my videos. I try to step beside myself, I try to critique myself, I try to criticize myself, and I really try to look at it as if I'm a friend watching your video, and if I seen you do this, this is what I would say to you. So I got a lot of good information off of that. Now, I'm not going to blame my family. They had to work, or they picked up hours and stuff. It's just the way it is. You know, you're a working class family, you got to do that stuff. And I'm not mad at them, but I know if my wife gets involved and reads my comments, I would have found out about the awesome people that left me super chats. To you, thank you. You didn't have to do that. It makes me feel funny to get things from people. I'm a much better giver than I am a taker, or a receiver, I should say. I'm horrible at birthdays and even Christmas at that stuff too. But thank you so much. And I want to thank all the people who participated. Y'all jumped in there and had fun. The chat was awesome. I got to see it like a day and a half later. Oh, I wish I could have been there and seen that. I told my wife, I really wish you were there to read those chats. I would have known, and I could have thanked these people, and I didn't even thank them live. Just awesome. So all the contestants and people that won, I already got your addresses and stuff. You emailed me already. Thank you so much. I'll be getting your stuff out to you soon. I'm going to go ahead and send the winner the $10 gift certificate and a few Youpers for her kids. And I think that's just a nice thing to do, as it was my first one, and she ended up getting the box of sheds, which of course I wasn't going to send her a box of sheds. I just pulled this shed out of the one female here. Perfect sheds, always perfect sheds here at Fitzmillion Constrictors. Took me a few years to figure out how to get everything perfect and humidity wise. So if you're having problems, just keep working at it. But yeah, so I'm gonna send her out a $10 Visa gift card. So it was the lower end of the prizes anyway. It wasn't the bottom end. So I did that. I think I'll do that. I think that's fair and fun, and it will be nice. So it's just a $10 gift card, but her kids, maybe your kids can buy something and have fun with it. So that was a good time. So I'm going to do this in the future, but I'm going to spend more time. So I'm going to watch and I'm going to do stuff, and we're going to do this again here not too long from now, maybe next month. Maybe around my birthday. We'll just do like a little Youper birthday celebration, giveaway, and game show, and we will have it sponsored by a really awesome channel, which we will talk about in my next video. Did I get peed on? I felt a little moisture. That would have sucked. But yeah, it was awesome. So I know it can be better. So be watching for it. And if it doesn't get better, if it's still kind of stale like that, I'd stop watching. And I would tell me, you guys can be honest with me. I can take criticism, constructive criticism. Don't talk about my mama, but I can take constructive criticism. And if you don't see this kind of step up and up and up, then I wouldn't watch. That's what I would say. Who would tell you that on the channel? Me, this guy, this dummy. Anyway, everybody's doing really great. I've got a lot of girls that are moving over to the heat that were bowl wrapping, so that's a nice sign. I have an empty incubator right now. That's not a nice sign, so that's really nice to see that I have about, I'm pretty sure I got 4 to possibly even 5 females that have switched now to the hot side. Over the last week, I've seen them go from one side to the other, and a few of them have gone into shed. So I have this het pied here girl that was paired up with my killer pied as well as the mahogany pied, because he started hooking up with females after who knows how long. So I'm really hoping that he hooked up with this cinnamon girl and I just didn't catch it. If not, no problem. I'm going for black snakes with this clutch. She is also bred to the Cinnamon Orange Dream, het G-stripe, so worst case scenario, black snakes. You know what I mean? But I really hope the mahogany is the one. But we will find out, and we'll find out together. I'll share that clutch. Again, I'm only sharing the stuff that's new to me this year, that's something I'm doing new this season, or if something really cool happens, I will definitely put it out there if I get some crazy paradox stuff. There is some goals that I'm waiting on. I'm waiting to hit a paradox. I'd love to hit a paradox snake. I have never hit one. I'd like to hit one. That'd be cool. I'd like to hit twins, 2 snakes and 1 egg. Never hit that. That'd be a really neat kind of goal to hit. But anyway, a lot of fun stuff is going to happen here on this channel. I haven't done a review on these racks yet because I want to give you an honest review. I'll tell you right now, the customer service, amazing. Amazing customer service. But there's things I don't like. And I want to sit down and give you a fair and honest review. And I think that can only be done after I've put in, 6 months to a year's use. I have to know what it's like to clean and tear all these things down if I have to, and all that kind of stuff. And I haven't done any of that stuff yet, so I can't give you a fair and honest review. What I can tell you is I don't like these. I don't like having to stick my face right here to see in there. And I'm not a short person, but these things are tall. I'm actually thinking about buying another, 6 stacks or 7 stack rack, or even a 4 or 5 stack rack, and just taking some of these down and setting them on and just making them all this level, because I like to be able to see what's going on and what's doing without having to kind of tippy toe. And even these ones up here, I got to pull them all the way out. So there's some things I want to talk about. We'll do that in a future video. But again, thank you to all the people that came out and joined me for that live. I had a blast. It was a lot of fun. I really want my wife to get involved so she can read me off the comments and stuff, and I think she will. Maybe I just got to get her a couple of shots of something. I hear that loosens people up, and probably loosen her up. She get a buzz sitting parked next to a bus that's driving next to us, so you know how it is. Anyway, I think that might be how we can get her on there. So thumbs up for her to get on there and read me those comments, because again, I kind of seen that those super chats are in there. I feel so embarrassed, but thank you so much. It's weird to get things from people. I'm not comfortable with it, but thank you. It's pretty awesome. And I'm not good at Christmas and birthdays. I'm a better giver than I am a receiver. It's always been that way, which makes me kind of a jerk in a lot of ways too. So it is a little bit warm in here. It's freezing outside, so I'm going to shed some layers and get to some cleaning. And in about a week and a half, I'm going to go through all these bins and kind of redo them all again with a little treatment just to be safe. Again, I haven't seen nothing, and I highly doubt I ever caught any mites. If you're not knowing, somebody came by that had a snake with mites in my lobby. Freaked me out. I treated everybody. That's what I do. I'm not taking any chances. If that got out of control in my shop, I don't know if I could do it myself. So cautions. So in about a week and a half, I got to do everybody again. No problem, though. Happy to do it. But a lot of cool stuff coming, and I should have about 3 or 4 more clutches in the incubator here coming up pretty soon. And by the time they start hatching out and coming out of the incubator, I should have another group of 4 or 5 females that will be laying. And I'm hoping that continues throughout the season. That's what I'm trying to do anyway. But Mother Nature has total control. Blue-eyed Leucisticus doing great. Everybody's taking meals like crazy. A bunch of snakes going up at the end of the month on the morph market. I have a few snakes that are awesome as all heck that have not made it. Yet because they're just not taking meals. It really stinks. But so gonna have to try mouse hoppers next week for them, I guess. But it is what it is. No big deal. I will make it work. But the majority of everything is slamming meals. And this guy right here, he's putting on the weight. He is putting on the weight. And I can't wait. He's such a pistol, this guy. He's probably gonna bite me. But this is my Pinstripe Hypo 100% het Ultramel. And I've got a big giant female over there waiting for him. And she is a possible het Hypo, possible het Ultramel. So we are waiting for this guy to put on a few hundred more grams. Whew, big stuff right there. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for that. Will you crawl down on your own? Nice. Nice. He hasn't been the most comfortable snake here. He can be a little bit nippy at times, but he's coming around. He's coming around. Awesome giveaway snakes are deep in shed, so I'm not going to show you those. But if you don't know, 2,500 subscribers, I've got a pastel pied that's in a giveaway. And at 3,000 subscribers, this deep in shed male pastel pied, who is an awesome snake. This guy's just so nice and so lovable. Sorry for his shed. He is in shed. You can kind of see his eyes a little bit fogged up, and he's a little bit dull looking. But over 200 grams, beautiful, healthy, loves to eat snake right here. And all of them are starting to really pound the bigger food now. Now that they're at a size that I can give them a little bit bigger meal, by the time these giveaways go away, these things are going to be pretty big and probably ready to start breeding. So you don't want to get out of that deal. You want to jump in on it. You do that by subscribing, go checking out, and knowing where to be at the right time. Again, we will do this again. We'll do the live again. We'll do the live on Thursday. Be there for that. We're going to talk about some cool stuff there. And we're going to do this game show again, but it's going to be better with better prizes, better games, and a better staff behind me to help me kind of get it going. It was pretty cheesy of me to pull it off last second like that. And I'm sorry, but it still kind of worked. And I think people still had fun. And that's what it was about. Let's have fun. It's been a horrible year. All this crap that's been going on, it's been a horrible year. I want to have fun. And if I can't find it, I'm going to create it. And with an awesome team like you all behind me, it's pretty easy to do. So pat yourselves on the back. All right, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell that you upload a video. And as always, I love you all. See you. Bye.